Main dealers are sitting in their glass showrooms right now, rubbing their hands together, waiting for you to walk in and sign away your future on a family hybrid. You think you're being sensible buying a used 2026 Toyota RAV4 or a Nissan X-Trail, protecting your wallet from ULEZ charges and petrol pump robbery, but you are walking straight into a financial bloodbath. These dealerships are desperate to lock you into crippling PCP deals while hiding the terrifying reality of these rolling computers. Before you hand over £35,000, you need to know about a terrifying safety sensor glitch that will throw you into a hedgerow, and a hidden battery trap that will cost you over £4,000 the moment your warranty expires. Let us tear these two apart and see which one is actually worth your hard-earned quid.
Toyota built the RAV4 hybrid to be the ultimate safe bet, and main dealers know exactly how to exploit that reputation. If you are looking at a used 2026 model today, the depreciation curve is painfully shallow. Dealerships will try to trap you in an 8 or 9% APR PCP finance deal on an Excel trim, convincing you that ventilated seats are worth an extra £5,000. They are not. The absolute sweet spot is the design trim. It gets you the alloy wheels you need to not look like a minicab driver, the larger infotainment screen, and crucially, it keeps you under the £40,000 luxury car VED tax threshold. If you spec it wrong, you'll be paying hundreds of pounds extra in road tax just for the privilege of a panoramic roof. Both the RAV4 and the Nissan X-Trail are ULEZ compliant, so you'll dodge the Mayor of London's daily shakedown. But while the Nissan dealerships are throwing massive discounts to shift their stock, Toyota dealers will look at you like you owe them a favor just for standing on their forecourt. The X-Trail might look like a financial bargain on paper compared to the Toyota tax, but as we're about to uncover, what you save on the monthly payments, you might just end up paying back to your local mechanic in a blind panic.
Step onto a Nissan forecourt looking for a 2026 X-Trail e-Power, and the sales team will practically roll out the red carpet. The financial reality here is that Nissan's flagship SUV sheds value much faster than the RAV4. That steeper depreciation curve is brilliant news for a used buyer paying cash, but if you are financing through the dealer, watch out for the guaranteed future value traps at the end of your term. Main dealers will push you towards the top-spec Techno Plus, promising you quilted leather and a booming sound system, but do not be a fool. The smart money goes straight to the N-connector trim. You get the essential 360-degree cameras to save your alloy wheels from high curbs without paying a premium for luxury features that feel thoroughly average. While Toyota relies on bulletproof residual values to make their finance deals look tolerable, Nissan tries to win you over with sheer metal for your money. But before we expose the terrifying mechanical baggage Nissan is hiding under the bonnet, we need to look at exactly why the Toyota commands such a ridiculous price premium in the first place. And it all comes down to what is bolted to the chassis. Let us get brutally honest about the mechanicals, starting with the RAV4. Under the bonnet sits Toyota's 2.5-litre naturally aspirated engine paired with an eCVT. I know you're typing, but CVT gearboxes are made of cheese. No, mate, they did not use a standard belt-driven CVT. The eCVT is a planetary gear set. It is expensive, it is complex, and it is practically indestructible. It will drone like an angry vacuum cleaner on the motorway, but it will easily outlast the rest of the car. The real hidden genius here is Toyota's D4S fuel injection system. By combining both direct and port injection, it actively washes the back of the intake valves, completely eliminating the carbon buildup nightmare that plagues almost every other modern direct injection engine on the road. The MOT failure trends on a used 2026 model are incredibly boring, usually limited to worn control arm bushings from smashing into UK potholes. However, do not think the Toyota is flawless. While its mechanicals are forged in the fires of Mount Doom, the E4 all-wheel drive system uses a puny electric motor on the rear axle. It is absolutely useless if you actually get stuck in the mud. The Nissan X-Trail, on the other hand, boasts a much more sophisticated dual-motor all-wheel drive setup that actually works off-road. But before you rush out to buy the Nissan for its superior grip, you need to understand the ticking time bomb they installed to generate that electric power.
The engineering inside the 2026 Nissan X-Trail e-Power is where things get genuinely frightening. Nissan calls it a series hybrid. The petrol engine never actually drives the wheels, it just acts as a generator for the electric motors. Sounds clever, right? Wrong. To generate that power, Nissan used their 1.5-liter variable compression turbocharged engine. This is an engine with physical mechanical links that actively alter the piston stroke while you're driving. It is an engineering marvel that has absolutely no place in a long-term family vehicle. Here is the forbidden knowledge main dealers will never tell you. These engines suffer from catastrophic oil dilution. Because the engine constantly cycles on and off while running cold to charge the battery, unburnt petrol washes past the piston rings and directly into the engine oil. This ruins the oil's lubrication properties, leading to premature bearing wear and a completely knackered engine long before you hit 100,000 miles. While the RAV4's simple 2.5-liter lump will happily plod along for 250,000 miles with basic servicing, the X-Trail's complex VC turbo requires obsessive maintenance just to survive. You will be changing the oil twice as often, completely wiping out any fuel savings you thought you were getting. And if you think the mechanical anxiety is bad, wait until you actually sit inside these cars and try to live with them on a wet Tuesday morning in November. You would think for £40,000 Toyota would give you a cabin that does not feel like a 90s minicab, right? Wrong. Step inside the RAV4 and you are greeted by an interior that is built to survive a nuclear blast, but has absolutely zero charm. The piano black plastic around the center console scratches if you just breathe on it, looking like a dusty mess within 5 minutes of leaving the dealership. The seats are durable but completely uninspired, and the infotainment system, even on the updated 2026 models, still feels a generation behind. The graphics are blocky, and the screen lag when zooming into the sat-nav is genuinely infuriating. But here is the real kicker, and the answer to that terrifying glitch I mentioned earlier. Toyota's advanced driver assistance systems are aggressively paranoid. The lane-keeping assist does not just gently guide you, it violently wrestles the steering wheel on narrow British B roads, practically throwing you into the hedgerows every time you cross a faded white line. It is a terrifying electronic nanny that you will have to dig through 3 sub-menus to turn off every single time you start the car. The X-Trail's interior, by contrast, feels like a premium lounge. Nissan completely schools Toyota when it comes to material quality and cabin ambiance. But before you get seduced by the Nissan's plush quilted armrests and high-resolution displays, you need to picture what happens when all that fancy electronic architecture starts throwing error codes. Get behind the wheel of the X-Trail and it feels like a completely different tax bracket. Nissan has thrown soft-touch synthetic leather at almost every surface, making the RAV4 feel like a commercial van in comparison. The digital instrument cluster is sharp, bright, and genuinely modern. The rear doors even open to a full 90 degrees, which is an absolute godsend if you're trying to wrestle a screaming toddler into a car seat in a tight supermarket car park. But do not let the initial showroom appeal fool you into a false sense of security. Beneath the surface, the X-Trail's interior has the build integrity of a wet cardboard box. Drive it down a potholed country lane and the door cards start to rattle and squeak, completely ruining the refined atmosphere. Furthermore, the central infotainment unit is prone to sudden, inexplicable software freezes, where the whole screen goes black, taking your climate controls and parking cameras with it until you physically turn the car off and on again. While the Toyota's archaic tech might look terrible, it functions every single time you press a button. The Nissan offers you a beautiful, high-tech experience right up until the moment it decides to crash on the A14. Both of these interiors have their distinct frustrations, but a squeaky door card or a laggy screen is nothing compared to the massive financial ruin waiting for you in the long run. Close your eyes and picture this. It is 5 years from now. You are standing in the freezing rain outside your local independent garage, and the mechanic has just handed you a piece of paper that makes your stomach drop. That brings us to the long-term reality and the £4,000 trap I warned you about at the start. The RAV4 is relentlessly reliable, but its hybrid battery pack is not immortal. Deep within the cabin, tucked away under the rear seats, is a small cooling fan for the hybrid battery. Because owners never clean the hidden filter for this fan, it gets choked with dust and dog hair. The battery overheats, degrades silently, and one day the dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. If your Toyota warranty has expired because you missed a main dealer service by 2 weeks, a replacement battery pack will cost you over £4,000 in parts and labor. It is a catastrophic bill caused by a £10 piece of foam. If you maintain that filter and keep the warranty intact, the RAV4 is a tank that will retain its value brilliantly, costing you pennies in unexpected repairs. The Nissan X-Trail, however, presents a completely different long-term forecast. While the RAV4 threatens you with one massive, avoidable bill, the Nissan plans to bleed your wallet dry through 1,000 tiny, agonizing cuts. The true cost of owning a 2026 Nissan X-Trail out of warranty is the stuff of absolute nightmares. Because the e-power system is so ridiculously complex, your local mechanic down the pub cannot touch it. When things go wrong, and they will, you are forced straight back into the waiting arms of the main dealership, paying premium hourly rates. We are already seeing alarming trends on the forums regarding the e-power inverter modules failing. When this module gives up the ghost, the car is completely immobilized. It will not start, it will not move, and it will leave you stranded on the M25. The replacement cost for the inverter alone is astronomical, easily dwarfing the Toyota's potential battery bill. Combine that with the terrifying oil dilution issues we discussed earlier, and the X-Trail becomes an absolute money pit as the miles pile up. The RAV4 might be a brutally dull appliance, but its simplicity is its saving grace. You know exactly what it is going to cost you over 10 years. With the Nissan, you are constantly driving with a low-level panic, waiting for the next highly complex proprietary electronic component to fail and cost you a bomb in quid. You simply cannot trust the Nissan with your hard-earned cash in the long term. If you found this brutal breakdown helpful, definitely smash that like button right now. But if you think I am talking absolute rubbish and your X-Trail is the greatest thing since sliced bread, drop your opinion in the comments. I will read it and reply with my honest take. By the way, if you want true, cavernous workhorse and you actually care about driving dynamics, you actually want a Skoda Superb Estate, but we will dive into that masterpiece in another video. Now, let us end this debate once and for all. Here is the brutal, undeniable truth. If you are leasing a car through your company for 3 years and handing it back before the warranty expires, the Nissan X-Trail is the nicer place to sit. It has a far better interior and a much smoother power delivery. But we are here to protect your own personal money. If you are buying a used 2026 model with your own cash or a long-term loan, buying the Nissan is an act of financial self-sabotage. The variable compression engine is a disaster waiting to happen, and the depreciation will absolutely ruin you. The Toyota RAV4 is noisy, the interior is made of recycled wheelie bins, and the infotainment system was designed in the dark ages. But it works. The engine will not destroy itself with fuel dilution, the hybrid system is bulletproof if you clean the fan filter, and it will hold its value better than almost anything else on the British roads. The RAV4 is the definitive winner. Buy the Toyota, ignore the main dealer's overpriced finance, and keep your hard-earned quid exactly where it belongs. Stay cynical, and I will see you in the next one.